My name's Louis Bullen, and you clicked on this video for one of two reasons. A, you either suck at the finals and you don't want to suck at the finals, or you're good at the finals and you want to improve at the finals. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to genuinely improve at the finals. My first tip, and I cannot stress this enough, is finding a good stack of teammates. Now, this doesn't have to be the same 3 people every single night because let's face it, that's just impossible. But you need to find a good group of people that you can play with consistently and get better with. Because what this is going to do in the long run, you guys are going to build chemistry and you are going to learn how to play off of one another and learn everyone's play styles so you can be most effective at winning games. I solo queue all the time, and let me tell you, it's terrible. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a game and I've gotten a heavy with a spear, or a heavy with a sledgehammer, or a light with a sword, or a medium with a riot shield. These are things that when you go into a game and you have a teammate that is just kind of playing for fun and they're not really playing ranked to win and you want to win, it's going to be frustrating. So you need to find teammates that somewhat know what they're doing and you can learn how to play off of one another. And your teammates don't even have to know what they're doing. If you're new to the game, find 3 teammates that suck at the game and you can all improve and get better together and climb the ranks. If you're trying to find teammates and you don't have anyone to play with, I would either recommend the Finals official Discord, which is linked down below, or my Discord that I just started that has an LFT. You can go in and find teammates and hang out with the community and find some people to play with. So join that if you're interested. Now this segues into my second point, and that's learning how to play with your team and understanding roles. Every role in this game has a different purpose and does something differently. Let's do this for example. Say you have a double medium and heavy team. One medium has a DMAT and a model, one medium has a heal beam and an AK, and the heavy has charge and slam and a shotgun. The medium with the heal beam and the AK should be near the back of the group while you're pushing a site. You should be using your heal beam more than your AK, and you should be healing your heavy, dog leashing your heavy as he pushes in with the charge and slam and the shotgun, doing damage and tanking damage. And if he goes down, you have 2 defibs that can get him up instantly. At the same time, you also have to understand when to put the heal beam away and start doing your own damage. Now this comes with time and this comes with experience and game sense, but you will learn when the appropriate time when to stop healing and to start shooting is. And again, the heavy, you should be pushing in sight. You shouldn't be lagging behind. It's okay if you die in this situation because you have 2 mediums with defibs who hopefully should be playing with the team and playing near you. So you really got to understand how your role fits into your team composition and learn how to play off of that. Because if you're the medium with the heal beam and the AK in this situation and you're pushing up close and you're getting 2 tapped by a model, or you're getting charge slammed and dying instantly and not giving any heals, your team's probably not going to do very well. You're going to be dying and wiping constantly, and you're not going to be winning like you should be. And my third point is very important, and this is aim training and warming up. Now, I'm not saying you have to go download Aim Labs or Kovacs to improve at the game, but it can help. It genuinely helped me when I was trying to get better with my aim and my tracking. There are tons of different scenarios that you can do for 5 to 10 minutes a day to start if you want to see if you like it. For example, I did like some jump pad tracking. I've done just regular ground tracking. These are things that can genuinely help you improve. And when you get in the game and you track somebody, you're like, oh my God, like this is helping me. Now, if you don't want to do all that, I would recommend going into something like the shooting range before you go. There's a jump pad in there. You can put your own zip lines down and you can practice hitting a zip line and tracking somebody on the ground, or hitting a jump pad and tracking somebody on the ground, or just spraying somebody from far away, and you can learn how to get your aim down. And I would also recommend going into like a Bankit or a Quick Cash, just playing a couple games of that and getting warmed up, because from experience, going into a ranked game cold, it's just not good. Your aim's not going to be on point. You're not going to be thinking correctly. You're not going to be ready to go, and you're probably going to be losing elo. So I would highly recommend going into something like that and warming up for a little bit before you hop into a ranked game. My fourth point is not too important, but in the grand scheme of things, it is very important, and that's understanding high ground in the finals. High ground in the finals is super important. If you have the high ground, you have so many more opportunities to get kills and wipe the team that you're fighting. For example, it is so much easier to throw a nade down on the ground or shoot down, do damage, RPG down, and then drop down on them when their health is low and wipe, as opposed to a team being on high ground and you either have to run away and hide, or you have to pad up to them. And you can try, but it's going to be hard to throw nades up onto a roof or to RPG up on top of a roof. And now we can get into more advanced things like padding and RPGing and throwing down dome shields and all that. But this is just a little comprehensive guide. So if you have the opportunity in game, I would always take the high ground over the low ground. This is especially important, say if it's the last cash out, it's doubled. All 4 teams are fighting for this cash out. The team that has the high ground can just beam down onto everyone else, drop nades, wait for everyone else to die, and then go in and steal while your team stays alive up on top of the high ground. And my last point is probably the most important, and that's not being too aggressive or not being aggressive enough. Now this really comes down to game sense, but to get a good grasp of this, I would watch some streamers or some high-level YouTubers and see what their play style is during ranked games. I can almost guarantee you don't see them rushing in with a light into a group of 3, killing all 3 of them. That's not realistic. You have to understand how to do damage and move, and do damage and move, and shoot and move, and shoot and move. You can't just shoot, stay in the same place, shoot, stay in the same place. But at the same time, you can't just rush in and die, and then your team is down a man, and then you all get wiped and you lose. So you really have to understand when it's good to be aggressive and when it's good to just stay back and wait. I see this all the time with teams that are defending cash outs. For example, if a team is pushing your cash out, it would probably be more beneficial to stick with your team and play with your team and defend your cash out, as opposed to jump padding over to the enemy, getting a kill, dying, the enemy's teammate gets revived, and then your team's down a man, they get wiped and you lose the cash out. Or they both die and you coin in and you're a mile away, they steal it, and then it's just the whole situation's messed up. But at the end of the day, it comes down to these 5 things with me: finding teammates, finding a 3-stack, not solo queuing, because solo queuing is just not good, learning how to play with your team and understanding your role, whether you're a medium or a light or a heavy, understanding your role and how your role is most beneficial to your team, warming up, perhaps doing some aim training if you're into that sort of thing, understanding how to play the high ground because it is so important, especially in a game like the finals, and not being too aggressive or not being aggressive enough. Again, if you have any questions or you want me to go into greater detail, leave a comment. I can either make another video or respond to your comment and help you. Or if you have any other tips that you think could help other people improve at the finals, leave those down in the comments as well. Other than that, have a great day, and I hope to see you in the finals.